Hello, welcome back. So in this part, we will solve the first problem to analyze a T-beam. Now, this is the problem. In this, we have to find out the moment of resistance of the T-beam as shown in the figure. The figure is this one. And the given data is there. The effective width of flange is provided, which is 1000 mm, and the thickness of flange is 100 mm, and width of flange is 300 mm, which is this one, and the effective depth of flange beam is 450. So this is the effective depth, which is 350 plus 100, 450. And the area of steel is also provided, which is 1963 mm square. So in this, 4 bars of 25 mm dia is provided. So these are the 4 bars of 25 mm dia, and the total area of these bars is 1963 mm square. And the grade of concrete and steel is also given, which is M20 grade of concrete and steel grade is Fe415. So in this case, as the grade of concrete is M20, so which means FCK value will be 20 Newton per mm square. Similarly, grade of steel is Fe415. So in this yield strength of steel, which is Fy, it will be 415 Newton per mm square. So now we will start our analysis. So first step is to determine the depth of neutral axis, which is XU. So as I have discussed in the steps, our first step is to assume that the depth of neutral axis is lying within the flange. So assuming the value of XU is in the flange, and now when I say that XU is in the flange, it means that XU is less than DF. So this is what I am assuming, that XU is less than DF, and with that I will equate the total compressive force with the tensile force from the expression of C and T. So I will show you the same formula in the IS code also. So here in this case, you can see this is the IS code and clause number G1.1. So in this, this is the first formula, which we can use to find out the value of XU. Now in this case, this term is the tensile force and this term is the compressive force. So if I cut this with this, then we have XU is equals to 0.87 Fi into AST upon 0.36 FCK into B. So that becomes C and T. And this formula is used for basically the rectangular beam. So because we have assumed that our XU is less than DF, it means we can treat our T beam as a rectangular beam with width equals to BF. So in this formula, the value B, it will be replaced by BF. Okay. So this formula we will use to find out XU. So again, I will go to the slide. So here, this is the formula that we are using from the IS code, and we will put all the values here. We have BF, as you can see, I have replaced B value with BF because we have T beam, which we have assumed as a rectangular beam. So putting all the values, so AST is already provided and 415 is the Fy value. Similarly, BF is the effective width of flange, which is 1000 mm given in the problem, and FCK value is 20. So solving this, we get the value of XU as 98.44. And you can see this value of XU is less than the thickness of flange, which means our assumption is correct. We have assumed that XU is in the flange, and that assumption is correct because the value of XU is less than DF. So we say that the assumption of XU in the flange is correct. So now, as our XU is lying in the DF, it belongs to case 1. So case 1 is when XU is lying in the DF. So Now all the formulas of rectangular beam can be applied here. But before that, we have to check whether our section is under reinforced section or over reinforced section or balanced section. So we can check only when we can compare XU with XU max. So if XU is less than XU max, then our section will be under reinforced section. If it is equals to XU max, it will be balanced section. And if it is more than XU max, it will be over reinforced section. So for all three these sections, we have different MR formula. So that is why it is very important to determine our section, whether it is under balanced or over reinforced. So for this, we will find out the maximum depth of neutral axis, and maximum depth of neutral axis is 0.48D for Fe 415 grade of steel. So here D is the effective depth of flange beam, which is already provided in the problem, which is 450. So putting here the value, we get XU max as 216 mm. So now you can see XU value is 98.44 and XU max value is 216. So it is clearly seen that XU is less than XU max. It means our section is under reinforced. Our section is under reinforced. So now we will move to the next step to determine the moment of resistance. So as our problem belongs to case 1, we can now determine moment of resistance of the beam by considering T-beam as a rectangular beam. So when we consider our T-beam as a rectangular beam, it means we can use all the moment of resistance formula of rectangular beam for this T-beam by taking B equivalent to BF. So BF is basically the width of flange. So as our section belongs to under reinforced section, so for the under reinforced section, we have moment of resistance formula, this one. So in this you can see it says if the value of XU is less than the limiting value, calculate the moment of resistance by following expression. So limiting value is basically XU max. So it is saying XU max. So when XU is less than XU max, then we use this formula to calculate the moment of resistance. So we will write this formula and put all the values to calculate the value of moment of resistance. So now I'm again going to the slide. So this is our final diagram. So here we have maximum depth of neutral axis, and our actual depth of neutral axis is lying in the flange because the value of XU is less than DF value. So this is how we can draw the diagram to show all the values. So here, this is the formula to calculate the moment of resistance of our T-beam. And here you can see B is replaced by BF. So putting all the values, AST is 1963, D is 450, and BF as 1000 mm. So solving this, we get the value of moment of resistance as 290.06 into 10 raised to power 6 Newton mm. And we can convert this moment of resistance into kilonewton meter. So simply writing 290.06 kilonewton meter. So as we know that kilonewton has 1000 Newton and meter has 1000 mm. So ultimately we will be dividing this 290.06 into 10 raised to power 6 by 10 raised to power 6 kilonewton meter. So this will cancel out. So ultimately we convert the moment of resistance as in kilonewton meter, and the value is 290.06 kilonewton meter. So this is how we find out the strength of beam in terms of moment of resistance. So this belongs to case 1. Now in the next part, we will take the same problem with some different values of reinforcement. Thank you.